It is 8:12 right now. We are having fun with Marvin Sapp in the studio.
Yes. Marvin,
Yes.
It's
cry,
okay
bro.
for men to cry.
It is.
Marvin.
We're talking about the best man.
Marvin.
What?
It's okay for men to cry. Ryan's going to cry.
I'm not going to see it.
Yes, you are. I'm taking you to see it.
We're going to kidnap
We're
you.
making
and
you
take
see
to the
it.
movie.
I'm telling you, if Tyler
Listen.
Perry's not in it, I ain't going.
Medea will cry.
Medea's not in
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
They could have put Medea in there some kind of way.
All I got to say is,
Yeah.
it's for every man in this room. You Negroes better not cry.
Marvin. He didn't know what. He hasn't seen it yet either. And I know, Mr. Sapp, you would
Oh,
cry
I ain't
if
crying.
you went yourself.
I'm not crying.
Yes, you would.
I'm telling you right now, I'm not shedding no tears. I'm not gonna cry.
But look-
no, not gonna cry. I'm not gonna shed no tears.
Kendra had a friend. I wish we had the clip, but we had to play it later on. He was
Okay.
like, "It was real. It was real."
He
I was
cried
like,
the
"Dude,
whole
it was a
time.
movie. It was real."
Wait.
It
He
was
went with
real.
Kendra,
Yeah, he
Yes.
went with Kendra.
and he cried.
He
Yeah.
did.
Okay.
What you trying to say?
I just said it.
What you saying?
I
We
didn't
got
say a
more
word.
coming
I
up.
just said it.
A lot of things
He
going
went
on.
with you and he cried,
Yes.
and it made you feel good, didn't it? He's so sensitive. Okay, I get it. I ain't got nothing to say.
But it is a tear jerker.
Listen, hey, bro, you good. I just want you to know that wherever you are and whoever you are, you're a good
good.
man. You're a good guy. I can
You
take
know
one
it.
for the team. I give it for you. I'm sorry. I got to stop. Save my show.
8:14 right now. We're going to talk about Christmas cards coming up in just a second. But right now, a lot of things going on while you were sleeping, right, Mo?
Yes, absolutely. The things that I want to mention, and I'm glad that we have you in here to pray for Nelson Mandela because he is currently really having a hard time. He has a tube in his chest now because his lungs are, really bad. It's a respiratory condition that is killing him, but he cannot speak anymore. So he is in an isolated condition, and we want to keep him in our prayers for sure.
Absolutely.
And then also we want to keep all of those affected by the Illinois storms last night.
Definitely.
It has been now officially deemed a area of destruction, and people are without power. There are 6 people that have already died. So as we're moving along in our day today, let's just be thankful for all that we have because those people in Illinois, and no one would have thought that a tornado would come through that section of the Midwest
gotta
in
live
November.
You got to live up in that area. I live in Michigan, and my kids called me and told me how, the weather just changed like crazy over like minutes. 1 minute was sunny, next minute was black as night. Even in Michigan, a lot of the power and stuff is going out too. So yeah, we definitely going to be in prayer for all the Midwest people.
Yeah.
8:15 right now. We're going to come back. We're going to play some cuts from the new CD.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk a little bit to Marvin Sapp here in just a second. We're streaming live on v-103.com. And no, he's not going to cry when he goes see the band.
I'm not going. I'm not crying.
Well, the Lord may bring
No,
those
don't put that on
emotions.
That's
God.
it. There you go. There she goes.
Marvin,
He will
it may happen.
I shall not. I'm not crying.
8:15 right now. What's up, Jim Basile and for Crash D?
Well, we've got
It is 8:21 right now, 8:21, and we are joined in the studio by the man behind the Christmas card. And we are talking, before we get to that, you from that area of where the storm is, you just found out.
Found out my school and my church. All the power and stuff is off. So I have a charter school for
Right.
pre-K through 12, and so my 420 students, they had to stay home today, and yeah, it's being affected, affecting people all over the Midwest.
So what are you going, how do you, I know you got food and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
how do you handle your business when you down here in the A?
I just text my facility supervisor and told him to make sure that he checks out everything, and he just texts me back, okay.
All right, good.
Thank God for internet and texting and things of that nature, man. I'm telling you, I don't know how we did business before.
What if you had to send a fax?
A fax? They couldn't even get it to him. That's terrible. You sit at the fax receipt, I wish they could get this fax right now.
We're going to play something from the new CD, Home for Christmas, featuring R&B legend, that Cat Joe.
Can you believe it?
How'd this collaboration come about?
Man, a phone call, literally. When me and my boys, we wrote this song, and I was like, man, this sounds like a Joe track. And they was like, yeah, it does. And I was like, I would love to have Joe sing on the record. And I was actually in New York on business, and I saw his manager. And I was like, man, I don't believe in happenstance. I want Joe to sing on this record. Next thing I know, Joe called me. He's like, I'd love to do it. I'm like, okay, cool. How much I got to pay you? He said, nothing. I was like, use my man. Use my man. So, I just got to do something for him soon. So, it's Home for Christmas, me and Joe.
B103. 8:26 right now. The CD is Christmas Card featuring Fred Hammond and Commission, and it's in stores right now. And that's Home for Christmas featuring Joe. And Marvin Sapp joins us in the studio right now.
Yes.
How you feeling, yo?
Man, I'm good, Noop. They don't know.
They don't know. They don't know.
Pie new pie.
That's right, man.
Achievement in every field of human endeavor.
That's right. Hey, you know what? You in now I always tell people about. We were talking about movies earlier, but you in The Scroll, that movie.
Have I seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't seen it. Is it crazy?
I mean, when you go through your life and people expect you to just always be uplifted.
Oh, you talking about yeah. Oh, I know what you're talking about the documentary piece I did. Yeah.
With that piece.
Yeah.
When
that'll make you cry.
That just because it talked, and for people who don't know, the documentary was about people who are of faith who are always having to lift people up, and how do they deal with hard times.
And people don't know what you go through.
And people don't know what you go through, man. That thing right there.
Yeah, we had a good time doing that. I remember sitting and, I had to tap into some feelings that you kind of try to suppress.
Right.
And just be kind of transparent about what I've had to go through over the last 7 years of my life. People think that, I should have been able to really enjoy the success of my career.
Right.
Doing some of the things that I've done that no other artist has ever done. I got the longest running #1 single in the history of music business, 46 weeks. Who does that? You know what I'm saying? And while I'm trying to enjoy it, I'm burying my father. I'm burying my music mentor. I'm burying my spiritual father. And then 2 or 3 years later, I'm burying my wife. That's crazy. So you don't get a chance to really enjoy it because it's all bittersweet. But,
right.
There's some major lessons you learn through the process of it. But, you grow and you become stronger, wiser, and better from it.
And when you go out and you're doing shows and you go into churches, can you walk out without somebody saying, hey, wait, man, you better get up there and do...
Never would have made it. It actually happened yesterday. Because I had been up such a long time. I was like, I got to go. I done crack jokes. I done sang. I done promoted books and CDs and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And I finished preaching, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to leave. And as soon as I walked out the door, the pastor I just really wish he would have sang just a little bit. I never would have made it. That's my favorite song. I said, oh, God. So I turned back around and went back in there and sang it for him. Yeah, he ain't gave me my check yet. So I had to go back.
Now, has it ever been parodied?
Yeah, when I first did it, that doggone J. Anthony Brown did it.
Yeah,
he took it and talked about never should have paid it or something like that.
Well, we had a tomato epidemic here.
Oh, geez.
And people were getting sick because all the tomatoes were infected with salmonella.
Oh, man.
And so this is a classic right here. This is Me, Wanda, and Sophia.
Now, what actually happened to you?
Well, I was going to, I'm a big fan of tomatoes.
I know that, baby. I know you are.
And when the outbreak came,
The outbreak?
I wasn't ready for salmonella. I knew I was going to get sick.
Right.
And, it was rough on me.
Now you had a hamburger?
Yeah, I had a hamburger.
What was on your hamburger, Ryan?
Some cheddar.
Some cheddar?
Lots of cheddar.
Let him use you.
Now, did you get sick?
Who's saying let him
I got
use you?
sick.
Sophia.
Really sick.
My Lord.
But, baby, how you feeling now?
I'm better. So much better.
Yes.
I just want to say this
What do you want to say, Ryan?
about the tomatoes.
What do you want to say about the tomatoes?
I never would have ate it.
Why not? You never what, baby?
If I knew it had tomatoes.
Come on now.
I lost it all.
You lost your hamburger?
But now I see.
What you see, baby?
They were bad for me.
Oh my God.
So we had one too, man.
Oh, God. He never would have ate it. Nah, he see how they was bad for him. What a testimony.
All right.
8:31. Hey, we know you got a busy schedule, bro.
Man, it's crazy. Still got to go to the airport, too, on my way to D.C. in a little while.
But take care of the home front and
Got
man,
to.
come back next time you can spend more time.
I want to. You guys are fun. Thank you so much
Thank you.
for letting me hang out with y'all this morning.
I just want to tell you how proud I am for
Yes.
opening that school of you.
Oh,
I am.
man, I got to. I wish I could do one here in Atlanta.
Oh, we would love that.
Pun, throw it out there.
There it is. That is.
Absolutely.
8:31. Make sure you go get the CD. It's in
Christmas
stores
card.
right now. Christmas card. All right. Marvin Sapp in the studio. That's a good Kappa brother. That's what the late great Johnny Cochran used to always say when he met. I met a good Kappa brother.
He said that, yeah.
8:31 right now. What's going on, Jim Basile?
Well, we have problems on the